personal growth and professional growth, a lot of benefits included, and we are joining all the businesses in the Miami area so that they can make our community part of their clientele, giving benefits.
So this is it's for men and women.
Actually, Miami con M de Mujeres membership, it's women's, but in all of our events, we have a lot of men because we really know how to teamwork with them.
Absolutely. So talk a little bit more about the programming that you do and the services you provide in a little bit more detail.
If you are a community leader, you're lacking a little bit of structure. If you're already a nonprofit, sometimes it's hard to go into a flow. And if you are a business leader, you want to be able to give back to the community. So all of these are social impact initiatives, and you're going to need smart finances, you're going to need systems, and you're going to need teams. And I structure all of this with my methodology that is based in 5 pillars, just like a for-profit, because nonprofits shouldn't be for loss.
So talk a little bit about who your customer is, and maybe someone that's watching today, you may be able to connect with you after the program.
So basically, if you are a nonprofit and you're looking for someone that has an exit strategy to be your executive director fractional, then you call me. I'm going to build it for you. I'm going to structure your programs. We're going to do founding together. And meanwhile, I'm going to be documenting all these systems so that you can actually have good teams that train and learn with me before I deliver your organization. And hopefully it's already on that next level that it's going to be able to keep on growing, because I do this as a consultant and then I live the organization so that it keeps on growing and fostering.
So is it communication? Is it actually billing? Is it? So
I love this question.
Because it seems like
every organization has 5 pillars, whether it's a for-profit or a nonprofit. The first pillar in the for-profit world, you know it as sales. It's just generating income. The second pillar is marketing, which is generating awareness and positioning your brand. The third pillar is operations. What is it that you do? What's your mission? What is it that you deliver to your communities? Then you have administration, which is optimizing resources. And then financial growth, and that's where smart finances come. And we need to learn how to use finances to make things endure over time, become a legacy, and survive us.
And what I'm hearing you saying, I think it begins with the communication. How do we communicate who we are as a company that you're working with to get the message out into the community? And also internally, how do we provide leverage for the systems that you're helping optimize?
Definitely communication that is formal, structured, strategic, that becomes branding first, marketing later, and then systems, processes, and your famous SOPs.
And how do people get in touch with you?
So my name is Ana Luisa. You find me online with Instagram, Ana Sostenible, and in Instagram also as Generosophy. And my website is www.generosophy.org. And no, generosophy.com. I also bought the .org, and I did that recently. Somebody was assessing me with all these cybersecurity things. It's amazing. Another small business was supporting me with that one. So it's generosophy.com. And the cool thing is that when you go into my website, you are going to find a free diagnostic that is Generosity to Legacy Diagnostic. And it's just 20 questions. You are going to fill them in less than 7 minutes, and you're going to get an automatic report into your email that is going to tell you what is your score from 100, and you're going to see what are the recommendations divided in the 5 pillars.
And what are you hearing the most of? What is the biggest thing you hear as a obstacle for a business?
So in general, nonprofits they always have a lot of obstacles to fund themselves, to find funding. So the first step is to be an attractive nonprofit for funds. The second step is to know how to generate those funds, how to request them, where are they, and how to grasp them. And also, when you already have the funds, how are you going to be building smart finances foundations for your organization? So the first thing that you hear is the money. The second big headache, it's the people. How do I recruit people? How do I train them? How do I make sure that they are the right people to be in the right seat? So we also build a lot of teams. And then once you have your foundations and once you have the right people, then you need to make sure that you are not living the same day every day. And that's why you need businesses, because if not, you can spend 10 years redoing the same day, putting out fires, or you can have 10 years of living a growth trajectory. And that's what systems do for you.
Tell me again your website.
Generosity.com.
Beautiful. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
coming,
much.
and I hope you have a very, very wonderfully connected evening with Community
This is
News.
amazing. Thank you guys for doing so much for the community.
It's our pleasure. That's our whole mission. Thank you. And I have a patient little mini-me with her auntie. You want to introduce yourself first, or you want to introduce your auntie first? Can you introduce her? What's her name?
TT.
Titi. Titi? You call her Titi?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your name, love?
Milani.
Milani. You're beautiful. So Titi, tell me a little bit about your business and why you're here with us tonight with your beautiful little your mini-me.
Yes. So my name is Sandra Roming, and I have Roming Safe Haven, which is a nonprofit that helps aged out foster youth, help them reach resources with housing, medical resources, any type of educational resources, and I tried to help them bridge the gap because you never age out of having parents. And I used to be a foster mom, so I had children aging out of my home that wanted to stay, and I didn't have the resources, the housing. So I started my non-for-profit, and right now I'm in the process of trying to build the funds and trying to get the resources so that I can provide housing and scholarships towards these individuals.
Talk to me about some of the challenges that foster children have while they age out of the system. For some, an audience might not know what happens. What if they don't get that resource, if they don't get that support, and what your experience has been working with aged out children in foster care?
Yes. So with working with them, they don't have the consistency of staying in a home and being with parents that are developing them throughout the years. And a lot of the children that I had were in their teens, and they were already settled and just trying to have their freedom and independence and trying to maneuver, but they didn't understand that there's a lot to being an adult. So they would opt out of the resources that they have because they didn't want to be held down and pressured by the system that they already been through majority of their life. So pretty much they lose those resources if they don't claim them, and that's the problem that they were having. And so I'm trying to be the resource to tell them, hey, take your benefits and make your benefits work for you.
Hello.
Take your free education. Take the housing that they're offering you. Let me bridge you to work resources and help you develop those things. So that's what I try to work with these young people, and also try to find housing. That's the main part that I'm trying to do, is help them have stable homes and stable family life.
And what,
Milani.
Milani?
Yeah.
Milani, can you tell me what your auntie does? Do you know what she does? She helps people. Isn't that a wonderful thing?
That's why she lives with me now.
She lives with you now.
Yes, I help my niece. She's in basic training right now, and she's, trying to build her career and build her life, and I'm helping her with her right now.
Thank you so much for her service.
Yes.
Because my mom building a house right now because we're going to build a house tomorrow.
Oh, that's so nice. So tell me a little bit more about how you're funded and what you need from our community.
Well, right
I'm gonna
now
move this over
I
just a
do
little bit.
have a little fun. I did get a grant through the Carrie Meek Foundation, and I gave out 15 scholarships for housing and education, and I also gave out different care packages. A lot of my aged out teens, they were getting apartments and things, so I gave them the resources that they needed to start up their little housing and everything, the things they don't think about, like the ironing boards and the dish detergent and the pots and pans and dishes and things like that, and trying to help them build a better life for themselves.
And what do you think the success rate is? What do you think?
It's low.
Talk
And I'm
talk
trying
about
to-
that.
I'm trying to build it. I want to branch out and make sure that they have the resources before they have to jump out of the frying pan into the fire, and make sure that they understand what their resources are and use them and utilize them, and make sure that in that gap of time that they have till they're 21 to actually utilize getting that education, getting the resources that they need for housing, for living, for everything. Because they're so used to having their social workers and everyone, calling, making appointments and everything else. They don't know how to do these things.
Absolutely. And Sandra, what else do you do? What do you need from our audience that might be watching right now as far as resources or support? What do you need?
And opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, I need an opportunity. I'm just starting out trying to find any resource I can for these young people. I just picked up some resources from the library, they have all these different resources for young people to go into the studio, media, things like that. These are things that speak to them and encourage them to build past what they know right now. And these are free resources that they can utilize.
So you're providing maybe a dream that's yet unrealized.
Yeah.
And the good work and the good Samaritan you are for our community. And thank you so much. And for those that want to get in touch with you, how would they do that? And I'm going to let you jump in, I promise.
At Roming Safe Haven at gmail.com for right now. That's my email, and right now that's where I'm at. And
I am sure there's a lot of people listening this, and this is a great moment for you to let them know where they can take stuff that they have. Because I'm sure that for the housing purposes, a lot of people can donate stuff that they already have that
Right.
still are very usable. So maybe an address, a phone number, and take advantage of this opportunity so that the entire community can go to you, and also make sure that whenever they get close to you and all the community surrounds you, let you know what are volunteering and internships opportunities, because your kids are going to need to have that first job experience, and they can get it that way.
yes, and that's another thing, job resources for these young people. Some of them, they don't have the best record starting out, and a lot of them have gone through a lot of trauma, and starting at any level but they don't know where to start.
So Sandra, where is perhaps
An address and a phone.
address,
It's
phone
beautiful
number?
to share
I
it
love
at this
that.
point.
You want to sit in the seat? Come on, you can do it.
I'm just seeing all the
That's beautiful.
opportunities that
It's
the
beautiful.
community has with
Absolutely.
a project like yours.
And that's why we're here. So tell us.
So I don't have an address right now. I'm working as individual, just trying to get everything going. So I'm not going to give out my house address.
but people that want
But
to
a
get in
phone
touch
number,
with you.
because you can go and pick up stuff.
305-763-2779.
Beautiful.
So that's 305-763-2779. Thank you so much, Sandra. And thank you so much. And what a
Thank
great
you.
resource. And you never
Yes.
know how people that sit
yes,
next to each
you
other
have my number.
Yeah.
Please
I love
reach
this.
out.
Yes, I will.
I love this.